Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And today, we're looking at the words of Frank Warren as they pertain to Dereck Chisora and his failed bout with Joseph Parker. As Dereck Chisora calls him, the Australian chicken. Even though he's not from Australia. Okay, without much further ado, let's listen to what Frank Warren had to say. He had some very interesting words. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's cut the music. Let's cut the music and listen to Frank Warren's words.
Just say you don't want to fight. Don't price yourself out of it. Just say, I don't fancy it. You know, I haven't got the balls to fight him. That's what they could say.
Did he ask for $5 million for either of you guys, or specifically
Just for
Joyce?
He said, just say you don't want the fight. Don't ask for stupid money. Just say you don't want the fight. Blimey. Cool blimey, mate. Cool blimey, mate. Let's listen to what Frank Warren has to say properly. Go again, Frank.
There was no interest there. We offered him quite a bit of money for that fight, but he decided and signed for the Parker fight to be on the undercard of their show. And complained about it afterwards. He was on the undercard. Subsequently, as you just said, that fight's fallen out of bed. And we contacted him today to try and make the fight for Joyce. He came back and said he wanted $5 million.
Is that all?
He must be having a lot of heavy sparring. That's all I can say at the moment. I mean, it's just, that's what you're dealing with. So, in other words, he doesn't want to fight either of the guys, and that's where he's at. But, you know, that would have been a main event.
Okay, so let's bring the music back in. Okay, so Frank Warren says he previously, not this time around, previously had contacted Dereck Chisora about fighting Joyce. And apparently Dereck Chisora's response was, yeah, give me $5 million. Give me $5 million. That's a round figure. $5 million sounds right? Give me $5 million. And so, in Frank Warren's words, that's just another way of saying, I don't want the fight. You'll see Frank Warren here, an ex-promoter, used to promote Dereck Chisora. They had a bit of a falling out, I don't know, some kind of disagreement, some kind of business disagreement, and now Frank Warren came out with a statement some time ago, said, I won't work with Dereck Chisora no more. I won't work with Dereck Chisora no more. That seems to be the difference between Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, it seems he can work with difficult characters, keep business relationships going. Unlike Frankie. Yeah, Frankie just severs. He just severs ties. Not saying he's wrong, but you know, there's the big difference. Okay, so, as you all know by now, Joseph Parker, where is he? Joseph Parker, who, what's that thing just popped up? Joseph Parker, who Dereck Chisora has been calling the Australian chicken. Dropped out of the fight. We don't know the reason why. One reason put out there was that he was bitten by a spider. We don't know the veracity of the statement. We don't know the veracity, but the interesting thing is, as to date, as of right now, Joseph Parker has not come out and made any statement whatsoever. That's what makes the whole thing seem suspicious. Joseph Parker has not spoken on it whatsoever. It's quite bizarre. You'd expect with a boxer dropping out of a fight, I'm sure. What's this? Klaus, that too. I'm sure it hasn't affected his ability to type. Yeah? Little message on Twitter would have been nice, Joseph. Little message on Twitter would have been nice, Joseph. You know, Instagram. Just a little Instagram pic of you in your bed. You know, maybe if you could find the spider that bit you, they could have it analyzed, taken to a nuclear nuclear station, isolate it, and find out what kind of spider it was, what kind of venomous. They could find the anti-venom. If you find the spider, Joseph, they could take it to some kind of facility, scientific facility, where they can work on finding an anti-venom and keep you in the fight, Joseph. So if anybody knows, anybody has any idea of the type of spider that bit Joseph Parker, then please say something. We need to find the anti-venom. Look at the disappointment on Chisora's face. Look at the disappointment in look at the sadness in the eyes. Look at the sadness and the disappointment on the face of Dereck Chisora. Most disappointing. Okay, so who are we looking for? Who can step in and fill the breach that has been left by Joseph Parker's falling out of the fight? We don't know why. Let's face facts. We have no idea why. We have no idea why. Otto Wallin. I put him forward, but it was in a 12-round fight just the other day. Just the other day. That's still Otto. Who else we got? Tom Schwartz. Tom Schwartz, the German. Who else we got? Oh, we got somebody else. I know we've got somebody else. Where is he? Step forward. Can you please step forward? The man. Ah, there he is. David Price. That's a Lonsdale belt. David Price happy. David Price sad. If he steps up for the Chisora fight, will he look like this at the end? Or will he look like this at the end? I don't know. It's just a quick one. It's a lunchtime thing. Feeding the people, feed the world with a lunchtime video. With the update from Frank Warren. Offered Dereck Chisora, Joyce. I should have pulled up a picture of Joyce, shouldn't I? But apparently Chisora don't want it. And in more breaking news, it seems that Joseph Parker may have found a new sponsor. Interest has emerged. Breaking news story has emerged. Don't know the veracity of it. But allegedly, a new sponsor is contacting Joseph Parker. And they are Depends, Flexi Fit, Incontinent. We don't know what kind of effect this spider bite could be having. But by the looks of it, where is it? By the looks of things, by the looks of Joseph's stance, it could be some intestinal issue. There might be some gut health issue there. And if that's the case, then Depends would be the perfect sponsor. Don't know the veracity of the story. It's breaking news that Depends are interested. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. My phone's ringing. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I am out.